Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to this new episode of Music with Nick. Today we got another spooky title for our month of October. Halloween is upon us, and it's a really cool holiday. You know, I got my Stranger Things t-shirts on. If you haven't seen the show, it's a lot of fun. It's on Netflix, and it's based in the 80s, and it has a lot of callbacks of the stuff that I'm sure you might enjoy. And it's pretty much a horror show, but it's pretty horrific. But yeah. Today we got a song, and this is sponsored by Great Scott. Thank you, Scott, so much for sponsoring this. Let's see. So there's a little bit of text here. So we're gonna do Hocus Pocus by the band Focus. Or is it the other way around? Is it Hocus Pocus by Focus? I don't know. Let's read what Great Scott provided us here. So it says NicknLex Music with Nick's single song. It says, "Hey Nick, hard to believe, but it's been over 2 years since I first got a raffle win from you two for a marathon, and I gave you Edgar Winter and Focus." So the band is called Focus. "As it turns out, the Focus video you watched was edited, and a couple of minutes of that live performance were removed from the recording." Okay. "Well, we found the original unedited live Hocus Pocus coming in at a bit over 6 minutes. So yes, you've seen most of this before, but I bet you haven't heard it since then. So it's time to revisit." And of course, you're right, Great Scott. So yes, I haven't heard it since then. It is, so it's been over 2 years. And it says, you always hear new stuff. You always hear new stuff on a listen anyway. Yes, that's true. And Halloween is coming up, so now is a good time to do so. Here's the YouTube video link, Hocus Pocus by Focus, the Midnight Special. Yes, thank you so much, and we wanted to start doing the Midnight Special videos anyways, because there's a lot of good stuff. I've just I just typed in Midnight Special, and there's so many videos, hundreds and hundreds of videos of stuff that I'm sure you guys would enjoy, me or Alexia or us both reacting to. So we're gonna do more in the future, but for now, let's do this Hocus Pocus, and let me just load up the video and we'll get into it. All right, and here we are. We have it loaded up. Hocus Pocus Focus. So here we go, and enjoy, everyone. Please, if this is your first time, please do subscribe to the channel. Leave a like, leave a comment, whatever you like, whatever makes you feel good. You don't have to leave a comment if you're not a commentator or a commenter. But yeah, if you like the videos, if you enjoy the videos, some of you guys just watch the videos of Alexia and I, which I do understand. Some people they just watch everything. So, but if you like the videos, please do subscribe. It's just a way for us to know how many subscribers, and we do see that 80% of people that just watch the channel are not subscribed. So if you can do that for us, hit that like button and the subscribe, the white button that says subscribe. If you can do that, please do so. Oh, there's a little bit of more light. I guess the electricity just went up. So here we go. Let me load it up here for you guys, and let's get into it. Enjoy, and here we go. All right. Yes, of course I remember this. That's hilarious that he's yodeling. That's literally like an art form, and it's very common in Germany and Switzerland, Austria, to hear yodeling. It's like a form of entertainment, of course, as you guys know, but to be in a rock format, I love it, man. This is so original. And yes, the quality is a little bit different, I think. But I'm happy to see it. And of course, how would I forget? I would never forget this. I didn't remember the name of the band, but I'm sure if I would have looked for it, I would have pulled it up. I would have known how to pull it up. This is so good. Let's keep going here. Yes. Nice. these guys are amazing, honestly. Okay, give me 1 second. And here we go. Man, this was fun. Give me one moment. All right, I'm back. So I just wanted to look at some of the comments here on this video, and I do agree with a lot of things. For example, here, it says, I think we should all recognize how amazing Jan Ackerman is on guitar. It says, holy shit, sweep picking in 1973, and he's right. I had never seen anyone doing that. And I was even going to mention it, that he was sweep picking. He was playing these arpeggios where you sweep all the strings from the fourth or the fifth or even sixth strings. You play like this. And nobody was doing that. The first guitar player that I know of was Yngwie Malmsteen in 1981 or something, when he came out with Alcatraz, and a little bit before, but so super underrated. It says here, he's probably one of the greatest guitarists no one has ever heard of. He totally gets overshadowed by the yodeling and some poor camera angle choices during his solos. Unfortunately, yes, because I was going to point out what an amazing guitar player is, what he's playing, you know, the solos, the triads, those really fast runs, and just, you know, we have to take note. And also says here, if you don't know the story behind this legendary recording, I think this was very good for you guys if you don't know. Focus are a Dutch prog rock band around 72 to 73. Hocus Pocus had become their well-known radio hit, which notably on the album is played at a much slower tempo, clocking in around 7 minutes in length. As the recording of the Midnight Special drew to a close, the producers warned Focus that only 5 minutes of showtime remained, so could they please play another shorter song? So to which the Dutch group replied, no, it's not a problem. We'll simply play our intended song much faster. And that's so cool. And so they did. Amazing band. Also, to all of those in the crowd who had their minds melted, witnessed that evening, we salute you. There were no survivors. I just love it, man. It says, this content is culturally significant. Posting it on YouTube will ensure that future generations will have access to it and appreciate it. Thanks for sharing it. So that's cool that I'm doing another, you know, copy of this. Probably the greatest live performance ever caught on tape. It is just very bizarre. It's just a cool recording. I mean, everything that just the vocalist achieves here, you know, all the different octaves he goes in, the and then when he does a all that stuff, and just the when he was doing the stuff like away from the mic and then coming closer, that was very cool. The flute, I mean, he's doing it all. He's playing the keyboards while doing all this crazy yodeling stuff. I love the drum fills and the drumming. The bass player was a little bit, you know, ignored here. Unfortunately, there were not a lot of shots of him. And but yeah, Jan Ackerman again. I think I've heard of Jan Ackerman in other bands, not just this one. But yeah, he is an amazing guitar player. And I love that somebody literally on the first comment pointed it out. Like, hey, he's sweep picking. That's not normal for 73. That started like more in the 80s, you know, with the 80s guitar shredders. But, you know, there are people in the 70s. I think another one who was sweep picking was Uli John Roth of the Scorpions, when they were still, you know, when they're, I guess they're heavier in the 70s. The 80s stuff is pretty like arena rock for me. You know, it's good music, it's good rock, but it's not that, you know, that really heavy. Like, I would compare Scorpions and Deep Purple were in the same kind of ballpark, you know. but only in the 70s. In the 80s, it's a totally different like um style. It was like a neoclassical band, you know, neoclassical metal, like, or pre-metal, if you can call it pre-metal, but whatever they were doing, hard rock, you know. I think it's just metal, you know, nowadays. That's what that's the, at least the metal that I listen to. I don't listen to anything with growling and stuff. I don't know, you know, I still have to get into it. um but there's a lot of people who are just like kind of like, oh, metal, no, no, no. But even though they, that's what they listen to, you know, it's just, I guess, another definition of a music style. But yeah, this was great. Thank you so much again, Great Scott, for choosing this. I think it fits amazingly well for Halloween, you know. And yeah, I'm gonna do more. I'm gonna look for some stuff to do with Alexia, maybe a show, or maybe something by a specific band. You know, a little bit more theatrical, a little bit more dark and stuff. So I guess we'll do something before the day of Halloween. But tomorrow we'll go to a Halloween party. That's gonna be fun. So I hope you enjoy also this holiday and have a lot of fun with the kids. You know, and if you know, do the trick or treating, you know, if you buy candy and stuff, I hope you have a lot of fun, and you know, just have a good time. Again, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. Thank you, Great Scott. I'll see you all in the next one.